So, welcome to our December style chat. We are so excited to have you with us. And today we have a wonderful guest. Her name is Haley Byfield. And I met her at the last Modern Day Wife event in Scottsdale, Arizona, at the What She Said event. It was actually in November. And I met Haley and she introduced her brand and I was in awe of her unique brand. We're going to learn more about Haley, about her brand, how she got here. We're gonna get an inside look into her unique brand that includes packable, mix and match. Travel-friendly pieces that are perfect for any spontaneous adventure. So you can go from the plane to your event without having to unpack. Amazing. So welcome, Haley.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Of course, we're so excited for you to be here with us. And so obviously I wanted to ask you, you know, when I saw your brand, I was like, well, how did she get into this? What made her think about all this? And your name, the name of your company is called WAER and Roam. I love it. WEAR and Roam, ROAM, like where and roam about, right? Like where. Anyway, you're going to talk to us. Tell us all about that. So tell us about your journey, how you got to this point.
So, Wear and Roam, like you said, that's the name of my company, and we make elevated basics for travel. So, think mix and match. It's all self-ironing fabrics, and then it's all anti-stink, which is super nice because then you can rewear things out of the suitcase without doing laundry. Um, what is so funny about how I came to the name is that I just always done my own traveling and I've always packed as light as possible. When I before I launched this, I built a factory in Kenya.
Oh,
So I
wow.
was traveling all over the world to like make this factory from my previous company or for my previous company. And through all that travel and even just like packing for Kenya, and I brought almost no clothes with me because we had all kinds of tools we were bringing. We had just so much other luggage. I had like room for three pieces. And I was like, this really could have lasted me this whole like period of me being in Kenya doing this if I had just like a, a few more sophisticated silhouettes that were like I could wear them for work, or if they just mixed and matched so that I could like take this jacket and this top and this pant and everything would work seamlessly. um so that's a little bit of how I like came up with this idea about this capsule wardrobe where you could easily mix and match everything. And then definitely the self ironing component is so nice because you never know if you're jet lagged or have enough time to do something, so to be able to pull it out of the suitcase and be ready to go is so nice. And I kind of coined self ironing. That actually means that your natural body heat is going to warm the wrinkles out of the fabric while you're wearing it. So, if you've ever worn like a linen suit or something, you know that you get the like wrinkles in your hips and stuff when you're actually on the plane sitting for a long period of time. It just gets so wrinkly. So, to have something that's actually going to continuously smooth the wrinkles while you're wearing it just makes you feel really good and fresh. And then the anti-stink, that is, properly known as antimicrobial. But it just makes it so that you can rewear it a few times without feeling like, oh, I'm putting on like something dirty. So, so yeah, those are some of the core qualities that I was wanting to execute. And really, the name just kind of came to me. I was like, where in Rome, or when in Rome, like, do as the Romans do, I always felt was like, the essence of travel in and of itself is like,
Right.
being able to sort of move through the world and like absorb it all and, take in different cultures and different like ways people are living and like um it changes who you are. And so I always love the essence of that. And I love a play on words. So triple play on words,
Lovely.
where
Yes.
and Rome. So yeah, that's where that came from.
That's great. And number one, I forgot about the anti-stink. So that's great.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
no,
like,
that's a great part of it.
there are a lot of pieces that we're going to see later that you can wear, wherever you're going to on the plane because they're so comfortable. The fabric is comfortable and they're roomy but beautiful. And so sometimes, even though you put deodorant on, you still kind of sweat on the plane because kind of being sitting in the same spot. So it's nice to know that you're just kind of go out there and still smell fresh, despite if you're heading straight to your event. And then, yeah, I mean, you're basically taking the struggle out of like dressing while you're traveling. So you can enjoy your adventure and not have to worry that struggle about worrying about what you're going to wear while you're away. So that's beautiful.
Totally. And so it's what you would wear
Right,
during transit, but
right,
also what you're packing to
right,
be ready
right.
for so pulling things out and just being ready to wear
Right.
is just such
Yeah.
a
And I
beautiful
love
part of
I
it.
love that your own body heat irons the irons the fabric
Yeah,
because
it's so
there's
great.
sometimes I'm calling the hotel ahead of a time. Do you have an iron? Will there be an iron in the room?
Yeah,
Or having to call for one downstairs because like everything gets wrinkled. So, but
totally.
that's so great. So, that's wonderful. So, tell us about the fabric. I mean, you told us a little bit already. But we're gonna show the audience a lot of your great pieces. But anything you want to talk about the fabric and the colors and why you chose certain things. So
Yeah, and so a little bit more about the fabrics, because obviously on the call we can't touch and feel everything. But imagine those great like Lululemon touch and feel for your activewear, but imagine them as like elegant real life pieces that you want to wear as a wedding guest or you know at like a work conference, things that can sort of be like a business suit, but also glamorous for an evening out. Like it's all about this like motto of comfy, not frumpy. So
comfy, not
they're
from.
yeah, the comfy, not frumpy.
Yes.
So yeah, that feeling that you get when you're in your comfiest activewear clothes, but a more elegant silhouette, it allows us to be dressed up instead of dressed down, which so many of these other like athleisure companies are.
Uh-huh.
So that is a big reason why we like stand out from those other brands. But yeah, and so it is recycled fabrics as well. They're recycled polyester spandex blends and then recycled nylon spandex blends. Um, so yeah,
That's awesome. That's
yeah,
great to know because yeah, you're right. People just can't understand. We're going to show you some a few of your pieces, but they just won't understand like the feel and how soft they were because
the
I was there and I
softness,
felt
yeah.
how soft your garments were, but comparing them to Lululemon and giving people a visceral understanding of what the fabric feels like is great. So thank you for that. All right, so I'm sure everybody's waiting to see all the different things that you've created. So let's look at the first outfit. I think this is going to be let me just make sure that everything's ready. Okay, perfect. So let's share the first outfit here. Okay, so I'm gonna play the video and you're gonna kind of talk about this outfit. Do you see it?
Yeah, I do see it. Yeah, so this one is a full monochromatic set. So we all love a monochromatic moment. But it is actually three separate pieces. So that's what's really beautiful about this skirt in particular. It almost like camouflages everything so that it looks like you're in a dress. But it's super nice and flowy, like stretchy, so that if we're all if you're away for a month or something and you're totally vacation mode, you don't, feel like your body can, fluctuate the way that it naturally will, and you don't have to like worry about your clothes fitting. Um, but yeah, just like really a nice neckline. This one you can't really see without the jacket, but it just has this like nice ruching at the neckline, which really elevates it from like a regular tank top. Allows like a little bit of volume above the bust, which I'm like a big advocate for in order to balance us. Sometimes if you're wearing something that's got no
Kind
volume,
of,
and
yes.
then you have your like you're just like walking in as boobs to the room.
Yeah.
So
No,
so it's
yeah,
nice to have like a little bit of volume above the
right.
breast. um this jacket is like one of my favorite new pieces. It is like the runway blazer because I designed it as like the jacket you would wear during a flight, but it's like has this big lapel, makes it so that it's almost this like merge between a blazer and a moto jacket, so you can really make it edgy if you want. It's cropped, so it's not so much fabric. Sometimes when things cover the butt, you just feel like, oh my God, I'm getting swallowed by this. So this is a
Right.
really, really great piece. It's even got zipper pockets, which is a new thing for us because we just got the machine.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, super exciting.
Okay, awesome. So, and I love how all the pieces just kind of flow together. And I love what you said about the blazer kind of hitting at the right spot because you're right. It does accentuate the figure and it's very flattering as well. So, all right,
Absolutely.
let's go on to the next one that we were going to discuss. So let's go here. Let's see here. And let's share this next one. Okay, so, all right. So beautiful.
Yeah, so this is like one of the best mix it showing off like how it mixes and matches so well. So all of our colors are going to be in the same um tonal like undertone. That way, whether it's purple, whether it's blue, whether it's gray or sand or white, it all has this like same base tone to it. And it allows us to choose the colors that are right for our complexion, but then you don't even have to worry about anything mixing and matching, and does this match with this? Does this go with this? Like it just takes the stress out of it. So
Right. That's
this
beautiful.
vest I love because it is, I'm in Arizona, I'm from Florida. So this is something like if I'm not trying to add weight or bulk, I can put this on as my like third piece, even if I'm just wearing, a t-shirt and a pair of pants. I can put that on and feel like it really elevates my outfit. I also really recommend putting a belt over it if you wanted to have like a more tailored look. This is just, it has that, sort of notch collar lapel. So it does look businessy. So this is something I really love. I'll even wear like our Odyssey cowl top long sleeve underneath it so that it has like the sleeve hanging out the side. So yeah, this is a really great look.
Beautiful. So, all right, wonderful. Yeah, I love it. And it just, like you said, it elevates it. But like if it's hot and it's summertime, because I know Arizona can get very, very
Yeah.
hot. So, that just works, to elevate the look. All right.
Mhm.
So, I think, the next one is, one of my favorites. I think they're all one of my favorites,
One
but
of my favorites.
yeah.
Yeah. When we did this
So
presentation, I
yeah.
kept saying that. I was like, I need a new word. But like, it's true. They are my favorites. I would never make anything that wasn't.
Right. Okay. right, which is a testimony to your like your passion for each piece. So this is called this is the Cairo Gold and
Yeah.
whoops, oh sorry. Let's see.
Yeah, so this is the packable midi cowl dress. So it does come below the knee. So I don't know if anybody has done any traveling through Europe. You do like if you're going to visit a church, you do have to cover the knees. Even the men do. So like shorts, you can't go in. So that is why we start the most of our bottoms and dresses below the knee, but we can always do hemming if you request it in the notes of the purchase. But yeah, this ruching on the side, what's so nice about it is like it makes it so we can do a fitted dress without feeling like we're showing off every like
And
particle in our body,
it's
you know?
flattering,
It's
but not like
yeah,
uh it's
it's not.
flattering in a very classy kind of a way,
Yeah,
basically.
and so it's not super
Elevated.
tight
Right,
around the bum, and so
right,
it's not even like following the curve underneath
right.
the bum. So yeah, I mean, it really just drapes beautifully. I mean, this girl looks incredible in it.
Yes.
But the neckline, it's got that like Audrey Hepburn elegance to it. I also love our sleeveless armholes because it's covering like any of that,
Yes.
like
Additional padding
bulge,
might
yeah,
have.
that
Yes.
like the
Yeah.
side
Yeah.
boob that we don't
Right,
want to
right.
show in the armpit, but it's also
Unfortunately, I do know. Yes.
yeah, we all know.
Yeah.
But then also any bra too.
Right,
How many times have you bought a dress and you're like, what bra am I wearing with this? So, any bra strap that just comes over the shoulder is going to be hidden by that, and it's not going to come out the side, and it's not going to come out underneath the armpit either. And so
right,
travel wardrobe is all about layering. So, you never know if it's going to be hot on the plane, if it's going to be freezing. It's also like, hopefully we're going to Mexico or something, somewhere warm when it's cold in the winter. So yeah, this is such a beautiful dress. And she has two sisters with that ruching on the side too.
right. We're
So
going to
we have
see the sister
yeah,
dress next. So, which I actually love, and I've been planning to get one. I have to just get on and get it. So, let's show you the next one. Uh, Here it is. Okay. Uh, Let me see. All right. All right. So this is the sister dress with long sleeves, correct?
yes, exactly. So obviously we have multiple colors and everything. And you did mention the other one was Cairo Gold. They're all named after different cities, like the essence of cities. So yeah, this one is got that beautiful long sleeve. It's actually like a really long, long sleeve. So it's nice to have a little bit of ruching at the wrist.
Which
And
you can
then
actually pull up if you wanted to as
yeah,
well. Yeah.
exactly, which I
Yeah.
do. Yeah. So it drapes from the one shoulder, has that mock turtleneck. This is like every wedding guest, like anytime I need like a wedding guest dress, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve dress, like this is totally what I am wanting to wear. Because it packs up so tiny and little, and then you just throw it on, you're like, wait, I'm gorgeous.
Yeah.
So,
And
yeah,
you were wearing this dress too, but in the sort
yeah,
of the olive green color. And it's
yeah,
interesting because you dressed it down, and I'll show you, we'll see it again when we replay the video, but you have it on with sort of these platform combat boots, and
yeah,
it just gave it a completely different look. So this looks very
absolutely.
kind of like chic, elegant for like event style. And then I think you're going to see over here, we're going to see. Over here, it's going to show you. See, you're wearing the combat boots with that dress. So
Totally.
it's just a great look either way. So
Yeah, with sneakers, even like,
yeah,
this is something that you leave the hotel room in the morning. You have no idea where you're going, where the day is taking you, but you're not making it back to the hotel all day. And so you
right.
can go into a dinner wearing this and your sneakers and feel like I'm okay to go in this restaurant, you know? The worst
Right,
is
right.
feeling like, oh, I have to get home and change because I'm not like prepared for this. So, yeah, it's always better to be a little bit more dressed up than dressed down.
Agree. All right. So I know you have so many pieces that you can mix and match, and we're
Totally.
just kind of scraping the surface here. But I think the next look is kind of like it just kind of speaks to how you can look really elegant and put together, go to that professional meeting that you need to, and still feel really comfortable. So let's show everybody. Here it is. Okay. All right. There we go.
Yeah, this is kind of like my rendition of like a business suit. The fabric is so soft and does have like a little bit of that body where you want feel like it has some structure to it. Again, this is that amazing runway blazer where it's like dress it up in a nighttime setting at a restaurant, wear it into a meeting, wear it more casually. But underneath, she's wearing the elevated cowl top, which is another sleeveless option, but it does come over the shoulder. We can't see in this video, but this is my probably my number one recommendation. This top, it's a t-shirt replacement. So put in your mind every time you want to wear a t-shirt, you wear this top instead, and it keeps us in our comfort zone. Like we don't feel like oh we're so overdressed or anything, but it's so much more dressed up than dressed down like a t-shirt
Right.
would make you feel. So
Right.
you know, any barbecue where you're wearing jeans or something, this is the top to wear instead of that classic
Sure.
t-shirt.
Yeah. And my stylist will tell you that I'm not a t-shirt person.
Yeah.
And I guess it's also how it sits on me and where where everything lands. It just, I don't feel like it's flat. I don't feel comfortable in it. I know a lot of people love t-shirts, but I just don't feel like it. I don't feel comfortable in it. I don't feel like it looks good on me. And so like I love this top. I love that it can be casual, and it could be very elegant, elevated and elegant and worn with a suit like this. So uh, I
Absolutely.
I hear you completely.
And it
So
does have the volume above the
yeah.
bust, like we talked
Yes.
about earlier.
Yes.
But you know,
Yeah.
this one it has enough of a drape that it's not going to be like tight up against your
Right.
neck, like the mock turtlenecks we were talking about earlier. So this is going to give you that like space to breathe. And it's a little bit more of a boxy fit, like all around. So I do love to tuck it in like this, but you can also wear it out to like if you want it to cover all the way to the hips. Um, but yeah, I mean, this is what I'm recommending to like 99% of women because it just totally changes the game from
Yeah.
being casual in your regular t-shirt to oh, I'm prepared for anything.
Right. Yeah, I love it. So what a great combo. And the great thing is that, when you're wearing a suit, it's a blazer is a blazer, right? But in this case, you can really like dress it down or dress it up. That's what I love
Yeah.
about it. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I think I'm gonna share one more photo, which is a photo of all the models wearing, each of your pieces. Let's see if we can get it on here. Let's see if I can share that.
They should have paid you to be a photographer. You did great.
Thank you. Yeah, I was just, I think your pieces just stood out
Thank
and
you.
they just look great. So I don't think I did very much. So uh, here it is. So here it is. Here we are. I'm in the audience and taking a picture of all of you standing with uh, Megan Filekoff and the other host, and here are all the models wearing all of your pieces, such great pieces. And this is
Yeah,
your
and
color scheme for this collection, and they're
yeah,
great because they all work together. All the pieces, all the colors work together, and I loved it. Um,
yeah.
and
And
so,
what's also really nice that this picture shows that we didn't, because we didn't talk about all of these pieces, is like
right,
you bring
Right,
your accessories. Take like you have once you buy something, it's yours. Like you
right,
get to wear it backwards if you want. Like you take a belt and put it over it and like make it versatile. And that's what these pieces are about is like, they're your basics that you're going to wear like as your template. And then you
right,
get to like put on these great necklaces and belts and just kind of make them your own.
right,
We're giving like, our job at WAER Rome is like to create the canvas that
right,
makes it really easy to pack where you don't even have to think about it. And then you get to make them your own by accessorizing, which of
right,
course accessories are going to be like a much easier pack than like a gigantic coat or something. So
right. Well, I love it. Thank you so much for letting us into your
yeah.
world and sharing this amazing brand with us. Unique and very versatile and very functional, practical brand with us. I love it, and that's what caught my attention. We're all about wellness, and it's really not about like dressing in, trends and fancy. It's really what makes you feel good about yourself, what brings out the
Totally.
best in you. And that's our motto too. So thank you, Haley, for sharing with us. And I'm going to just stop share and thank you again for your time. We're excited. Can't see what you have for the future. And wearandrome.com,
Yes.
WARANDROME.com. So thank you again. These would make
ROAM.com.
great gifts for the holidays too. So
Yeah,
yeah, so if you haven't planned your trip, these are great, for travel as well. So I appreciate you being here. I hope this will be a lasting relationship and we can work together in the future. And our stylists can also use your pieces to dress our clients as well. So,
absolutely. I'm here if you ever need anything.
all right, wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank you
so much.
again. This
And
was great.
happy holidays and happy
Happy
New Year to
holidays.
everybody until we see you next year. Okay,
Yep.
take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.